One of the biggest things that stops people from actually adhering to what it is that they need to do is just a lack of a plan. Now, I'm not saying that you have to plan and have in place every little thing that you do, because that can eventually become a little bit obsessive. But when you're sitting there and you're winging absolutely everything, from the food that you eat to when you're going to the gym to when you're having rest times to when you're going for walks, and when you're winging it all, that's when things become not just a little bit overwhelming, but you'll also not adhere to it as consistently. Like, think of it like this. If you had a set plan in place for work, so you know that you needed to attend a meeting at 9 o'clock in the morning, you then needed to go visit your boss at midday, you then needed to do a certain amount of work before you finish at 4 p.m. You're going to be so much more likely to actually adhere to that than if you just got told you need to go to work and do as much as you can. Because if the latter was instilled upon you, you'd probably spend most of the morning on YouTube or just fucking about till 4 p.m. with not much work done, because it's not planned. You've not planned it, you've not put it in place, you've not said, I need to do this, this, this and this by this time, and I need to do this, this, this and this by this time. You've made the blocks of work non-negotiable. You've made them so they are part of your plan, part of your schedule, and that you need to adhere to them. So have a little bit of a plan, have a little bit of a routine, have a little bit of acknowledgement for what you need to do in every given day. If you know that you will most probably need to be going to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday, put it in your calendar for a certain time. If you have a plan in place for what it is that you're going to eat, to ensure that you are creating a calorie deficit and ultimately eating foods which are more supportive of that, make a menu at the start of the week. Like, put Monday I'm going to have this, Tuesday I'm going to have this, Wednesday I'm going to have this, rather than winging it. Because if you've got a plan in place for your food, especially, you can make a shopping list and you can go to the shops and buy all the food that you need, and then you've got all of that in place for when you cook it, rather than just completely winging it and getting a fucking meal deal whenever you can, which is ultimately probably not going to fill you up as much as creating for like a spag bol at night. If you know that you need to improve your activity, then don't have it unplanned, because you'll most probably get back from work and you'll say, oh yeah, I'll probably go for a walk later on after tea. It'll get to tea time and then you'll be absolutely knackered. So put a plan in place. Say, okay, I'm going to go to the gym Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and I'm going to go for a nice little 20-30 minute walk on Tuesday, Thursday and maybe even Sunday as well. Put that in plans, either on a calendar, in a diary, or literally on your phone. We live in 2023, and the nice thing about phones is these days is they have everything from calculators to hookup apps to a calendar. So put in plans on your calendar when you're going to do a specific thing, and make sure it's got an alarm with it as well, because then it will notify you when you are ideally supposed to be doing exactly what you need to do, rather than just trying to wing it all the time. Because you can wing a lot of things. You can wing a date, you can wing an assignment, you can wing an exam, but your fat loss journey, unfortunately, you cannot wing. So stop trying to wing it. Stop trying to say to yourself, I'm going to do this then, maybe, if I'm feeling okay. No, put it in a plan, put it in a schedule, put it in a calendar, and make it non-negotiable. You're going to be a hell of a lot more likely to stick to that as a result, and therefore you're actually going to start making progress. Trust me. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a like. Comment below if you've got any questions or anything that you want to ask, because I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. Alternatively, subscribe to this channel in order to catch the next one. And if you want any more free fat loss or fitness based content without any of the typical bullshit in the industry at the moment, feel free to follow my Instagram at k.p_health. Have a good one.